Welcome to Smart Spot channel. Today we are going to see about water. Water. The origin of water on Earth is still a mystery, but there are several theories. One theory suggests that water was always present in the rocks of the Earth's mantle and was gradually released to the surface through volcanoes. Another theory suggests that Earth got its water more than 4 billion years ago, when a celestial object about the size of Mars collided with Earth to form the Moon. Scientists had previously thought that water came much later, thanks to collisions with wet comets and asteroids. However, recent research indicates that ice-infused asteroids were forged beyond Jupiter and subsequently swarmed the inner solar system, delivering water to Vesta and to Earth after being hurled at our planet by the gravity of Jupiter and Saturn. There is also evidence that water was delivered to Earth by impacts from icy planetesimals, similar in composition to asteroids in the outer edges of the asteroid belt. Water is a chemical substance with the chemical formula H2O. One molecule of water has 2 hydrogen atoms covalently bonded to a single oxygen atom. Water is a tasteless, odorless liquid at ambient temperature and pressure. Liquid water has weak absorption bands at wavelengths of around 750 nanometers, which cause it to appear to have a blue color. Water is made up of 2 substances that are chemically bonded together. 2 hydrogens bond to 1 oxygen to form a water molecule. In water, this molecule exists on repeat, millions of times over. There are no other kinds of molecules necessary to make up water. Without water, the Earth would become a barren and inhospitable place. All plants and animals would die, and the planet's ecosystems would collapse. Humans are made up of almost 60% water, so they need to replenish it to continue their operation. The water we drink makes up just 3% of our global water supply, and all of the groundwater, rivers, and lakes are supposed to provide for the entire Earth's population. The loss of water would also have a profound impact on the Earth's climate and weather patterns. Water is essential to all life on Earth. It is necessary for the survival of all living species and plays a significant role in human life, from our health to the economy. Water is vital for drinking, sanitation, providing for crops, livestock, and industry, and creating and sustaining ecosystems. Water is the only substance on Earth that naturally occurs as a solid, a liquid, and a gas. It helps moderate the Earth's climate and helps organisms regulate their body temperature. Water and climate change are inextricably linked. Extreme weather events are making water more scarce, more unpredictable, more polluted, or all three. These impacts throughout the water cycle threaten sustainable development, biodiversity, and people's access to water and sanitation. Flooding and rising sea levels can contaminate land and water resources with saltwater or fecal matter, and cause damage to water and sanitation infrastructure, such as water points, wells, toilets, and wastewater treatment facilities. Glaciers, ice caps, and snowfields are rapidly disappearing. Meltwater feeds many of the great river systems. Volatility in the cryosphere can affect the regulation of freshwater resources for vast numbers of people in lowland areas. Droughts and wildfires are destabilizing communities and triggering civil unrest and migration in many areas. Destruction of vegetation and tree cover exacerbates soil erosion and reduces groundwater recharge, increasing water scarcity and food insecurity. The water cycle, also known as the hydrologic cycle or the hydrological cycle, is a biogeochemical cycle that describes the continuous movement of water on, above, and below the surface of the Earth. The water cycle involves the exchange of energy, which leads to temperature changes. When water evaporates, it takes up energy from its surroundings and cools the environment. When it condenses, it releases energy and warms the environment. These heat exchanges influence climate. The atmosphere of Earth is the layer of gases, known collectively as air, retained by Earth's gravity that surrounds the planet and forms its planetary atmosphere. The atmosphere of Earth creates pressure, absorbs most meteoroids and ultraviolet solar radiation, warms the surface through heat retention greenhouse effect, allowing life in liquid water to exist on the Earth's surface, and reduces temperature extremes between day and night, the diurnal temperature variation. The atmosphere is composed of layers with different properties, such as specific gaseous composition, temperature, and pressure. The troposphere is the lowest layer of the atmosphere. This extends from the planetary surface to the bottom of the stratosphere. Water is essential to all life on Earth. It is necessary for the survival of all living species and plays a significant role in human life, from our health to the economy. Water is vital for drinking, sanitation, providing for crops, livestock, and industry, and creating and sustaining ecosystems. Water is the only substance on Earth that naturally occurs as a solid, a liquid, and a gas. It helps moderate the Earth's climate and helps organisms regulate their body temperature. Water is also essential to living things because it helps transport nutrients and oxygen throughout the body. It also helps remove waste products from the body. Water is important for maintaining healthy skin and hair. It also helps lubricate joints and cushions organs. Rain is formed during the water cycle, which involves evaporation, cloud formation, and precipitation. Evaporation is when liquid water turns into water vapor and rises into the atmosphere. Cloud formation is when water vapor cools and condenses into tiny droplets. Precipitation is when the droplets grow big enough to fall out of the clouds, sometimes as rain, sometimes as snow, ice, hail, or sleet. Water are the benefits of drinking water. Drinking water is essential to maintaining good health. Water helps regulate body temperature, lubricates joints, and transports nutrients and oxygen to cells. It also helps remove waste products from the body. Drinking enough water can help prevent dehydration, which can cause fatigue, headaches, and other symptoms. Drinking water can also help you lose weight by making you feel full and reducing your appetite. It can also help improve skin health by keeping it hydrated. Drinking less water can lead to dehydration, which can cause fatigue, headaches, and other symptoms. Dehydration can also cause sluggish bowel function, dull skin, weight gain, dry mouth, and decreased concentration. There are different types of water on Earth. When calculating water footprint, one distinguishes between 3 different types of water: green, blue, and gray. Green water is rainwater stored in the soil as soil moisture. It is particularly relevant for agricultural products. Blue water is groundwater and surface water from lakes, rivers, aquifers. Gray water is fresh water required to absorb pollutants, for instance, in mining or industrial production. How seawater and drinking water formed on Earth. Earth's water came from both rocky material, such as asteroids, and from the vast cloud of dust and gas remaining after the sun's formation, called the solar nebula. Geochemical evidence suggests that water was delivered to Earth by impacts from icy planetesimals, similar in composition to asteroids in the outer edges of the asteroid belt. Water can also be formed in the mantle by hydrogen bonding with surrounding oxygen to form water at the appropriate temperature and pressure conditions. Seawater is a complex mixture of 96.5% water, 2.5% salts, and smaller amounts of other substances, including dissolved inorganic and organic materials, particulates, and a few atmospheric gases. Researchers think that the oceans formed as a result of a process known as degassing. When the Earth was first formed, its temperature was well above the boiling point for water. Because of this, there was no liquid water on Earth. Instead, all water was in the form of a gas. How modern world polluted the water. Water pollution is a serious problem that affects the health and survival of living organisms. Water pollution can be caused by toxic chemicals, trash, or microorganisms. Industries and homes generate garbage and sewage that can pollute the land and water. Pesticides, chemical poisons used to kill weeds and insects, seep into waterways and harm wildlife. All living things from one-celled microbes to blue whales depend on Earth's supply of air and water. Water pollution can have serious effects on human health. It can cause diseases such as cholera, typhoid, and dysentery. It can also cause skin irritation and other skin problems. In addition, it can lead to cancer and other long-term health problems. How can we prevent water pollution? There are many ways to prevent water pollution. Some of them are: 1. Proper disposal of hazardous waste. 2. Proper disposal of household waste. 3. Proper disposal of industrial waste. 4. Proper disposal of agricultural waste. 5. Reducing the use of pesticides and fertilizers. 6. Reducing the use of plastic. 7. Conserving water. Support the globe to keep it more eco-friendly. Thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe SmartSpot channel and stay tuned for more videos.